Hi, ladies. I am here on this gloomy Tuesday wanting to talk all about my first pregnancy. Um, my first pregnancy was a real roller coaster, like I had mentioned before. We were just so excited to be carrying life that we didn't think of all the things that we should have known beforehand. We really didn't, my husband and I, we really didn't think that it was such a overwhelming process. I figured, everybody does it, so we can do it too. But we really didn't, we weren't respecting the sacred and really intimidating process that it can be in this modern day and age. So a few of the things that I struggled with in the beginning were, first of all, people telling me that I can and can't eat certain foods, mostly can't. So, and this is not to say that people were necessarily trying to be annoying or purposefully telling me things that were not true, but I mean, people just have this idea of what pregnancy is supposed to look like and the rules that come with it. And you're better off to follow those rules because you want to be a good mom, right? People don't really think much past that. I mean, honestly, most people don't look past the headlines. So, I had a lot of people telling me not to eat like fish, especially uncooked fish. And I intuitively didn't feel right about that. I knew that there are cultures that have eaten raw seafood for centuries upon centuries and have been some of the more healthy nations even today, like through history. So I knew that that wasn't that wouldn't hold up in a real true experiment. So and when I looked it up, it did turn out to be that this is just basically a fear. And if you do eat dirty fish, then it's possible it could be contaminated, but you're actually more likely to get sick from eating undercooked chicken in a restaurant than you are from eating raw fish from a restaurant. So I thought that was pretty cool. Statistic to keep in my back pocket for people that are concerned. Another thing that I had struggled with was getting enough exercise. And if you know me, then you know that really the only exercise that I do get is sports, because I otherwise am really totally bored by exercise. So I'm a basketball player, and I continued to play in the early stages of pregnancy because it was possible, because I wasn't huge yet. And people were concerned about that. People were pretty shocked that I was still playing basketball while I was pregnant. And I couldn't understand why, because I was taking precautions. I was, I wasn't charging people. I was just playing ball. I was basically running up and down the court, playing light defense and shooting a bunch. So, I think that a lot of people have this idea in their head that, when you're not pregnant, you can do anything and everything. And when you are pregnant, you really can't do much at all, which is not true. You can do most of what you do when you're not pregnant, when you're pregnant, if you're not dumb. If you use common sense and your gut and basically don't listen to other people, you will be better off. So that was another thing I struggled with. And then I talk about morning sickness and how it's not truly morning sickness. It's more like all day sickness, and the mistakes I made and things that I recommend for other people and next time for me. Talk about acid reflux and how I couldn't get it down, really. And then practice contractions is another thing that I touch on in there. I was actually at the movies when I was having practice contractions. I had basically forced my husband into taking me for our anniversary. I guilted him into it. And then I sat through the whole movie like like just struggling the whole time, and didn't really, I mean, I enjoyed the movie, but not as much as if I were normal at that time. Not having practice contractions. So it's another thing I talk about. I'm going to leave the link below. Feel free to click the link and go check out the full blog post. I have tips in there for different things during your pregnancy, so that you won't be like me, confused, sick, and pretty dumb during your first pregnancy. All right, ladies, see you next time.